That's the color picker. I need you to open that, and in the bottom section, there's the section, I think it's third to last. It looks like a bunch of little squares. That's where the swatches are. I need you to click on that. And the 3 little dots on the top of the swatch panel, you click on that, and there's a section that says New from Photos. I need you to click on that as well. And when you click on that, there should be a dialog that opens up, lets you import directly from your photo library the photo that I mentioned earlier of that cloud. Click on that, open it, and then you'll be prompted with a screen that lets you pick between 5, 8, I have notes. 16 or 24 colors. I usually pick the 8 because it just seems like enough, I guess. Next, I'm gonna need you to go to your top panel or in your tools menu, wherever you can find the gradient tool. I think it comes default on the top bar, but if it's not there, it should be under your tools menu. A dialog will pop up on the left-hand side once you click on the gradient tool, where you can select a color on the top and on the bottom. All you have to do is click that little square in the top and bottom. I need you to pick one of the darker blue colors. When you have the, when you're looking at the picture, you can kind of see like what the background looks like. You can see a dark blue near the top and a lighter blue near the bottom for the background. Pick a dark blue that's close to that, sort of like what I did in the video, and do the opposite for the bottom. Pick a lighter blue. And you drag that little line across the screen and you got a nice little gradient. And once you've done that, just make a new layer. And once you've made that new layer, you go and click on the lasso tool, and now you just draw a sick cloud. And once you've done that, leave those little ants marching along as you click on your brush menu right next to the color picker and go to the airbrush section. Once you've done that, just click on the brush that says soft airbrush. I believe it's on the top, the first brush, soft airbrush. And then from your swatches, you pick the lighter gray, not super bright, not super dark, right there in the middle, as you can see how I've done it in the video. And you fill that color in, that cloud shape, completely solid. And until you're left with just a nice little silhouette of something that resembles a cloud. And after you've made that initial cloud layer, I'm gonna need you to make a new layer. And in that new layer, click on the layer icon again, and there should be a menu that pops up where you can click on a button called Clipping Mask. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and do that. And what a clipping mask does is, while you still have a new layer above your current layer, it won't let you affect any of the pixels outside of the layer beneath it. So it's really useful for things such as this, where you don't really wanna like affect the entire canvas, you just want to affect the pixels that are underneath on that cloud layer. So that's perfect for this scenario. And we're gonna be doing these a lot, so get used to making clipping masks, so just, heads up. And then I'm gonna need you to go ahead and go back into your swatches and pick a slightly darker blue now, kind of like what I'm doing. And not too dark, not super dark, but dark enough to sort of match the photo. Once again, you're picking colors directly from the photo, so it should be easy to match them up with what you're looking at, but it's a great practice for making fat clouds. And I also went back and added a bit of brightness to that underneath layer. I felt I made it a little too dark initially, but you can just do this depending on your taste, but I just made that a little bit brighter for a little bit more of a highlight effect. And then I also made a layer between my 2 original clipping masks to imitate that little banding of blue you see in the photograph. This happens in nature all the time when you look at like colors gradating. You can kind of see this area of like more saturation. I'm not sure what it's called because I ain't the smartest pickle in the jar. But yeah, you get that little area of saturation and it looks really nice and natural. So adding that is pretty cool in my opinion. And by now you should have something that sort of resembles almost like an early, like lower poly, like early Pixar type cloud. So if you're cool with something like this and this is the goal you were going for, you could just kind of stop here. This is a basic cloud, but when you zoom out, it still has that nice like 3D effect. It gradates. It has a nice roundness to it, and it's fat enough, but we could definitely go fatter and danker with this cloud. So we're gonna be doing that. But if you're happy with how this cloud looks right now with its basic shading, you can stop here and it'll look just fine. But if you wanna continue on, here we go. Add another clipping mask on top of all the other ones. And now I'm gonna need you to go to your color picker, not the swatches. Click on the bottom left of where the swatches are, go back to your regular color picker and pick almost white, not perfectly right up in the top left corner white, but just like almost white. So you're not quite, like clipping to the super high dynamic range highlight. You're just like right about there. So you're still keeping it, not ridiculous. And this is gonna be your main highlight. So be sparing with it, but it's a nice effect to add just a bit of punch to your cloud. And I also took that highlight color and added a bit of rim light onto the bottom of the cloud to give it a bit more of a rounding effect and to be, a little more fancy with it. So And I also went back and made the shadows slightly darker, but that's completely up to you depending on your taste. I just wanted to make those shadows a little darker, but it doesn't really matter in terms of completing the tutorial or making it look like a cloud. I just wanted a little bit more darkness in the middle. And now we're gonna get into one of my favorite aspects of being an artist. Layer management. So now I'm gonna need you to select all of those layers that you just made to create the cloud, not the background, but just the layers that created the cloud. Select all those by swiping right really far on each of the layers in Artstudio. There's also a select button on the top. It looks like an S. You can click on it and just manually select, but I prefer just to slide to the right. That works the quickest for me. And now with all of your layers selected, click on the little plus icon with the square around it in the bottom of your layers panel, and there should be an option that says group selected layers. I'm gonna need you to go ahead and click that. And once you've grouped those layers, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and click that button again, the plus sign with the square around it, and now I need you to duplicate that group. And with the second group that you've just duplicated, I need you to go ahead, click the down arrow in the bottom of the layers panel and click merge group. And once you've done that, just go ahead and deselect the previous group layer just so you can't see it anymore. You just need to see the group that you've just merged. Now go into your brush panel and go to the digital painting section and find the brush called Borodante Air. It's a default brush that comes with Artstudio, and it's one of my favorite brushes for painting things like this. So find that, click on it, you're gonna love it. And now it's time to show my super technical know-how of art by naming this next technique, smudge that shit around. From here on out, that's pretty much all you're gonna be doing is taking the Borodante Air and smudging all over the place to give the cloud a nice puffy effect, and it really increases the amount of realism because, let's just face it, clouds don't have any sharp angles or edges in nature. The Borodante Air brush is a wet painting brush, so that means that it will smudge colors even in a gradation in a natural way, much like traditional media would. So you can go ahead and smudge between gradients and it will give a nice effect. But if you want to select more specifically any colors that are around, like say you want to bring even like a highlight from the top into a shadowy area, all you have to do is take your cursor and click and hold in Artstudio, and it will bring up your color picker. And it'll immediately select the color that's underneath your stylus, and then you can drag that into whatever area you want to, and it'll still smudge nicely, and you can go ahead and move the colors wherever you want to, or if you just want to push lightly the entire time, you can smudge around whatever colors are in that particular area. And once you've smudged enough, I would recommend adding a couple extra little clouds to the side, just if you believe in the magic of friendship. And once you've done that, you're pretty much done. You can go ahead and zoom out and admire the work you've just completed. You've successfully stolen the colors from a photo and you are now a fraud, so congratulations. To be honest, it's not cheating at all to copy colors from a palette or from a photograph. It's really not. It's a good technique to learn, and it's a good technique to try to copy a photo that you're seeing. Artists do it all the time, and it's very helpful for your growth as an artist, whether it comes to learning how to mix colors, learning how color composition works, learning how colors in nature work, how saturation works. Really, it's a great thing to do, and as long as you're not overtly saying like, I never copy colors, but here's my work where I've copied all these colors, I think you're gonna be fine. And now that you've completed this tutorial, you can go ahead and go crazy with all sorts of cloud shapes. You can even experiment with colors, but with similar rendering. You can make green clouds, purple clouds, I don't care, but now you know how to blend a cloud, make it look all puffy and fat and nice, and this technique will carry on into hopefully future pieces of yours. And if you're proud of any of your cloud tutorials, if you use this tutorial, if it was useful for you, go ahead and tag me at Kagebonito on either Twitter or Instagram, and I would love to see what you've come up with. Anyway, I hope this tutorial was useful for you, and if you did not get enough of my face on this platform, you can always go over and see me Monday through Friday starting at 11 a.m. Pacific over on twitch.tv/Kagebonito. I am also on Patreon at Kagebonito. Speaking of which, thank you so much to my patrons who have been helping me out this whole time and keeping this artist afloat. It really means a lot. So thank you so much for all your contributions. And if you'd like to contribute, please go to patreon.com/Kagebonito and get some goodies over there, such as
it's time for the moment you've been waiting for.
Yeah. What's up, guys? How's it going? Hope you're having a good one today.
Hope it's going all right for you. Hope it's going all right for you. Welcome to the Sparkly Hair Stream. Welcome to the Sparkly Hair Stream. The SHS, I suppose, is now it is officially known. Officially known. Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Bobby, look at the dislikes again. This time it's worse. Thanks, dude. Thanks, I guess. Okay. That actually hurts the channel. That's not good to do, but thanks anyway. Immediately. But hello, I hope you're having a good one. Hope you're having a good one. By the way, guys, welcome. It's spoopy season. Hello, welcome. It's good to see you. I got this yesterday. Oh my god, it's so fucking cool. It's so fucking cool. Yes, I fucking love this. It's like this is life. I'm glad it shows up on the green screen, by the way. I was worried that the color, because it is like this color in real life. It's not like some weird camera effect. It is like blue and purple. It's awesome. I was worried that it wouldn't show up like on the actual monitor. Oh, hey, look, hey, boo. Oh no, you're wearing the mask now. And your face is tiny. Yes, but this thing is fucking awesome. I love this. And to commemorate the first day of spoopy season. Oh yes, it is so nice. It is so nice. I got it off of Etsy. So that is going to be my little stream friend right over here. Oh yes. Oh yes, it is the 8-bit one. Exactly. They had like a version that was like even more teal, but I actually, believe it or not, I actually didn't go with the more teal version. I know, crazy times. It's actually like the same color as Boo. It's like damn near the same. But yes, I love this thing. And to commemorate spoopy season, that is my desk mate right over here. Oh yes. Oh yes. Are dislikes still publicity somehow? Typically not, Alyssa. But yes. So for those of you who are on the Patreon, we actually uploaded a video of me drawing this earlier. It was a time lapse of me drawing this little guy right here. Oh yes. Boo, posing him out. And we're going to be doing more poses of Boo today. If you're not part of the Patreon, join the Patreon fam. It is a great place to be. It is a great place to be. Let me tell you right now. It is a very fun place. Very fun place. Did that not work? Did that not work? What are you doing? What are you doing, robot? You're not working the way I want you. Oh, there you go. You took a while. But yes, it is a very fun place to be. I just uploaded a time lapse of me posing out Boo earlier. We're going to be doing more of these today. But you know what we got to be doing before that? The thing that's important for not just me, but almost every artist, you got to do warm-ups before you start doing your other stuff. You don't want to show up for the event or your big show without having warmed up first, right? Without having warmed up first. You want to do some warm-ups. So I'm going to get rid of, I'm just minimizing it. I'm not deleting it. Just minimize the layer of Boo. And now we're going to go on into doing some regular old gesture drawings. Okay. Regular old gesture drawings. Okay. And we're going to go ahead and do that. We are using lineofaction.com. Lineofaction.com. It's October. You should warm up. That sounds unsavory. I'm not like if I walked up to someone on the street and I said warm up, I think they would maybe want to hit me, and I'd be like, that's fair. That's all right. I get you. I'm not. Stay away from my worm. You what? Them spotting words where I'm from, basically like that. Okay. All right. So Bobby Inktober when I don't do Inktober. 89 or Tab, whoever you are. Yeah, I really I don't participate in Inktober. And hot take. I think there might be too many like challenges happening in October. Is that too hot of a take? I don't know. I feel like there's too many art challenges in October. There's at least like 5 or 6 I've seen like today. And like, I don't know, like if you like the art challenges, oh God, I'm just like knocking stuff everywhere. If you like the art challenges, that's super cool. But for me, I already have enough challenges in my life. So I don't need those on top of it. but if that helps you, like if it gives you inspiration to draw and it's something that you really enjoy doing and it's a great, community building thing, or you meet people through it, totally awesome. Totally awesome. This chat is slightly delayed from your chat. Yes, I know, Tab. Thank you for telling me. I do know. All these problems that you're okay. So let me get this straight. You come in, dislike the stream, and then tell me my chat sucks. Okay, good to know. Thank you for all your helpful comments. Really, I can't appreciate it enough. Okay. So I'm gonna go ahead and we're gonna do covered models, adults only, if you please. Okay. And then I'm gonna go ahead. We got our Linky Lauren. No, it's what do you call it? Leaky Lauren brush from a friendin. Oh yes, love these Clip Studio brushes. And we're gonna go ahead and get that started. I bet Alex disliked it too. Awesome. Yeah, I can't tell you guys how super helpful it is for the longevity of this stream, and it really makes me like streaming on YouTube. So thank you so much. Okay. 2 minutes, adult poses, not adult in that way. Covered, they're not nude. All right, let's do this. All right, this is our warm-ups, and then we're gonna get to designing or posing out Boo Berry. Doing more poses of Boo Berry, that is. We've already done 3, but I wanna do more. Of course I wanna do more. All right, so here we go. You liked it and sub. Thank you so much, Devin. See, that's MVP moves right there. That's MVP moves right there. I can't appreciate that enough. So essentially, if you behave in the opposite way that Tab does, we're probably gonna be like just peachy. Oh man. Okay. Boom. And Tab, weren't you saying that you want to stream someday, by the way? I'm just saying. I'm just saying karma sucks, dude. That's all I'm gonna say. We might have a time. We might have a time where these turn tables. I'm just saying. Okay, boom. Oh yes. Watch, I'll get like insta banned from Tab's channel. Like the second hi, ban. Okay, boom. I like that heel. That's okay. First pose of the day. Not gonna beat myself too much over it not being super duper nice, but it's not too bad for the first pose of the day. Not too bad. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and bring in some shading over there. I did make that shoulder it's a little too far out. I'm gonna try to fix that a little bit. That's okay. I like that. Not too bad over there. Let me tell you right now. Not too bad. Okay, we're going ahead and bringing that in. I color in the undies so that way they're obvious and the overlords at YouTube will not smite me from the heavens and like mark this channel for death or whatever they do. Oh yes. Actually, if you were in my chat, I would insta mod you. Oh, that'd be a bad idea too. I'd be drunk with power. Tab. What the hell? I just know my iPhone, my Face ID just like does not work anymore. It just straight up doesn't work anymore. Like I've noticed, like when I try to turn my phone on, the Face ID just doesn't even try. I have to always enter my password now. It's bad times. One of the main features I bought that phone for. I did buy it like 3 years ago, to be fair. Okay. Boom. Let's get this down here. Oh yeah. Oh yes. I'm gonna go ahead. Get that like thumb in there. Once again, not trying to be so perfect. Not trying to be super perfect. I'm just trying to get the feeling of the pose. It's all about the feeling of the pose because that's really what you're trying to capture. Like you're not going to get like a photo accurate like drawing in 2 minutes, right? It's just not happening. You need to rekey your Face ID to only work with the Jason mask. I approve this idea, actually. I actually approve this idea. Oh, no. No, I can't, Devin, because then what if Roy Burns shows up and tries to steal my phone? It'll think it's Jason just long enough to get into my phone. And then that's identity theft right there. That's identity. You know, I just realized if you watch Friday the 13th Part 5, like the real crime is identity theft. I can forgive the murder, Roy Burns. But you stole someone's identity, and that's unforgivable. Oh, God damn it. I don't know if this is an unpopular opinion or not, but I actually really like Friday the 13th Part 5. I actually really like that one. Like, I never hated it. I know a lot of people get up in arms about that movie because Jason isn't like the real killer in that one, but like me personally, I've always liked it and never minded the twists. Like I don't know. Maybe it's because the first time I watched it, I was already like, I don't know. I was like a younger when I watched it, so I guess maybe it just didn't hit me the same way it may have if I was like of the prime age when the movie actually released. But I watched it on like DVD at my uncle's house, you know, like back in like the early 2000s. So like maybe that's why it doesn't hit as hard when you're watching it at home. He stole Jason's ID and then tried to pin it on Tommy. Right, exactly. Like, you know, the murder is fine. The identity theft is just, really, where do you get off, Roy? It's a dumb, fun movie. Exactly. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. And that gets stuck in your head for centuries. There are bits of Part 5 I really enjoy. I love Spider and AJ and Miguel Nunez and the damn enchiladas. Like, seriously, if you hear that once, just one time, ooh, baby, you just, like, it never gets out of your head for at least the next 12 hours. There is a long shelf life on that song. I think it's because it sounds like a song that everyone has heard at some point in their life, but you can't pin it down because it's just like, it's like completely made up, right? All right, let's get this going. I want to start this pose over. Let's go. I can't wait until Chris Pratt is just like, it's a me, Mario, and he doesn't even try to do a voice. Do you think he's going to try to do an actual, like, voice? Chris Pratt, or do you think he's just going to be like, hey, it's a me, Mario. I'm Italian, believe me. Just like, oh, well, thanks, Chris. Really putting a lot of effort into this one, are you? Everything's been downhill since Parks and Rec. I'm sorry, that was your best character. I know that's where you got your start, but goddammit, it was the best. It was the best you did. I know you've been in Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't care. Go work for Amy Poehler. Go do it. Okay, boom, we got that. Coming down. Ooh. Leg. Foot. Oh, yes. Oh, by the way, Grace and I started season 3 of What We Do in the Shadows last night. And it's been okay. But I will be honest, I can really tell that there's different writers. I can really tell that there's different writers, and there I don't know, there's a few like character traits that I feel like the new writers really just like okay, I'm like, hot take. The new writers do not know how to write Colin Robinson, and it's actually bothering me quite a bit. Like they're making Colin Robinson like, I don't know, because Colin Robinson is supposed to be like a Ned Flanders type character, and they're making him like I don't know, he's like less patient, he swears more, he's like more vulgar than he was in the first 2 seasons, and like, while I don't mind that from like a whatever, like I don't care that he's like swearing and doing these things, I care that it's out of character for him and it's more in character for the other characters. So he's acting more like the other characters normally would. And I don't know, it just seems they don't know how to write him. And he was actually my favorite character up until this season. And now I'm kind of like, I don't know. It feels like a little, it just feels off. Something feels off, right? You haven't started season 3 at all yet. You just started Midnight Mass. So you need to work through that. Okay. I know I need to watch Midnight Mass. And then there was the other one. There was another series that started too. Fuck, what was it? Catfished or something? I can't remember what exactly it was. It's like, it's a social media thing though. Crap, I can't remember the name of it, but it's a new series. Oh man. Was it like Catfish or like Friended or something? One of those. You think the actors themselves would have some input on character behavior? Like probably, Devin. Like probably, but at the end of the day, I think probably the writers are the ones who call the shots, especially on like a big production like that. I really don't know. But, and it is very possible that maybe the actor has a different idea of how the character should be portrayed. And now maybe the actors have more input on the character, and maybe that's kind of messing them up in my viewing of it, you know? I don't know. But yeah, he feels very weird, and if you start watching season 3, I think you'll get what I'm talking about. He seems like a very different character, and there's nothing like prompting it, you know? Nothing happened that would like prompt it in the previous season, so it just feels very off. Okay, boom. We're gonna do a few more of these, and then we're gonna get into drawing Abu. Not Abu from Aladdin, but Boobery. Okay. There we go. Whoop, whoop. Oh yes. Oh yes. Not bad. Not bad. Get that ponytail. The eyeball. I do not mind. That is okay. Okay, cool. What is the worst writing show the show with the worst writing I've ever watched? Oh man, watch season 9 of The Office. Watch season 9 of The Office. It is pretty hard to get through. I'm not gonna lie. Everybody who watched season 9 of The Office, especially when it originally aired, was just in it for because they've invested so much time into the previous seasons. Let's be honest. Season 9 of The Office was like a dumpster fire. It was really bad. They made Andy suck. They made Andy like one of the worst characters, even though he was actually a pretty okay character before that, who had like some like he was never my favorite, but he at least had some like redeeming qualities, and then they just got rid of all of those. Season 9 of The Office was really bad. The only thing people watched it for was the last episode, let's be real. Like, if you could cut everything from season 9 except for the last episode, like, I'm pretty sure that most fans would do that. The golden age of The Office was, like, season 3 through, like, 6. Those are probably the best seasons, in my opinion. I mean, like, I like The Office, and, like, you know, rewatching, like, season 1 and stuff is fun when you're aware of it, but, like, if you're watching it new, like, season 3 through 6 is probably the best ones. That's the plateau, I would say. But what about you, Tab? What was the worst written show you've ever watched? It's an interesting topic to discuss, especially since like I myself am not a writer like at all. I'm definitely like not a writer in the slightest, but it's you know, people who write for shows, they're writing for an audience, and I'm definitely an audience member, you know. So it's nice to think about. The Last Jedi's writing is the worst of all the Star Wars movies? I heavily disagree. You think The Last Jedi's writing is worse than Episode 2? I can't remember anything in The Last Jedi where it was like, I hate sand. That whole conversation. I don't know. I think Episode 2 has the worst writing, in my opinion. I thought The Last Jedi was the most interesting, at least. Although I will definitely say that there's like a lot of plot holes in The Last Jedi. I will agree with that. And a few things that just like straight up don't make sense. Like, how are you running out of fuel and slowing down in space when space is a vacuum and there's no friction? So even if you ran out of fuel, you'd be moving at a constant rate. So it's not like another ship will catch up to you if you're moving at the same speed. Those sort of things are definitely kind of bothersome. But, I still think the writing, and especially like character interaction, is way better in The Last Jedi versus like Episode 2. Yeah, I completely disagree, Tab. I think Episode 2 is the worst one of the series. The second worst is Rise of Skywalker, and I would say that Rise of Skywalker has way worse writing than The Last Jedi, in all honesty, because they just crammed so much in there. Yeah, I think Rise of Skywalker is like the worst one of the 3 newer movies. Like personally, I know they had a lot of like fan service in Rise of Skywalker, but it was just so condensed and just like so many things didn't make sense. I really hated the thing with like the dagger, and it's like, oh, if you go here and match this dagger, this ancient dagger up, it'll match with a modern shipwreck that happened 30 years ago, and it's so dumb. It's so fucking dumb. It made me angry. It made me angry.
Like, yeah, that was the angriest a Star Wars movie has ever made me. At least in like The Last Jedi, there were like several like really exciting moments and like things that push the boundaries of like what the Force can do. Like the thing where like Kylo Ren with like the rain on it and the water on his hand. That was cool. Where you go, oh, they can transport things through the Force. That's cool. But then like they just kind of, one lightsaber couldn't defeat Palpatine, so I guess 2 can. You'll never watch The Rise of Skywalker? Well, then you've clearly never seen the worst Star Wars. That one's worse than the prequels to me. That one's worse than that is the worst Star Wars movie I've seen. And episode 2 used to be my least favorite. That has been dethroned by Rise of Skywalker, to be honest. Is not a fun time. It's not a fun time. All right. We did a few poses. I only wanted to do a few just to warm up. And I think that was just a-okay. So now I'm going to go ahead and bring up our Booberry character over here, okay? This is Booberry, okay? I'm sure as you can tell. And we are doing some character poses of Booberry. Okay, we've already done 3. A time lapse of these 3 is available to I got like a little like gnats like hovering around my light. Go away. We have done these character poses last night, and the time lapse is available on the Patreon, right? And then we're going to be doing some more today. And I do have an interesting technique when it comes to meow. Yes. I do have an interesting technique when it comes to what do you call it? You're doing these poses, but an easier way to go about doing these poses instead of like trying to figure out like, oh, what are the guidelines for these characters? How do I draw the head perfectly on model every single time without looking at anything and all that stuff? It really can be a time waster trying to like really pin down like, oh, how can I freehand this character every single time and have them be exactly the same on model? It doesn't make a whole lot of sense to waste a bunch of time doing that when you could just kind of make it a little bit easier on yourself. And the way that I do that is pretty easy, actually. Hey, what's up, Flan? How you doing, mate? What's up, Flanny? Hope you're having a good one today. It's good to see you. Thank you for hopping over from Twitch. I do appreciate that. How are you? Prequels are better than Disney sequels, Star Wars, because prequels didn't much respect for fans and sequel has no respect at all. I mean, respect? I don't really know what respect means. I mean, really, at the end of the day, the movies were made to make money. All the prequels and the sequels, like they both come from a very similar place of wanting to make money and sell merchandise. I mean, like, you know, it's just the thing. Oh my God, is that a dab emoji? Well, I've seen everything today. I've officially seen everything today. Holy shit. Oh, it's called elbow cough? Oh, they couldn't just go with dab? Okay, whatever. But, okay, the easy technique. Super easy, guys. To make a character pose the way you want, okay? Let me show you. What I did was, okay, see, yesterday, I'll show you first off where we came from. I did all of these on stream yesterday, these character models, right? You know, I actually need to, I just realized my time lapse, I'm going to shut off like that, just so we don't have any weird time-lapsey things happening. Okay, I did all these characters yesterday, right? We had all these different versions of Booberry that I drew, colored in, and I picked this guy. He's our Booberry, right? This one's like, yes, absolutely. I love you, you little guy. You're so cute. And he's based off of our original design from Frankenberry that we had right here, which I'll actually move right now. I'll move him right here in this corner. And then I'm going to take Boo right here, and I will move Boo up into this corner as well. Let's transform it. Because I think he'll be around like this size. Probably even smaller, actually. Yeah, something like that. Probably like this sort of size, right? I think he'll be like that. Okay, so this is like the beginnings of our character lineup, right? Hey, Captain, yeah, what's up, dude? How you doing, mate? Dude, you've been online a lot more lately. I hope things are going good, man. I hope things are going good. It's a different vibe today. It is a different vibe today over on YouTube. It is a different vibe on YouTube, but it is still a nice place to be nonetheless. Oh yes, oh my goodness. Prequels felt more like it had a heart for their IP, but in Disney Star Wars, they just don't even care for it without thinking. I suppose. I thought, if I had to go with like what movie in the sequel trilogy, like the Disney trilogy, felt the most Star Wars to me, I really liked Force Awakens, and then Last Jedi surprised me, so I liked it like that. And then Rise of Skywalker was just a complete dumpster fire. It like, honestly, yeah, I hated everything about it. I really did not like it at all. It was a bad time. Okay, but we have these characters that I have done for Boo Berry, right? We picked this one. That is our favorite. So how I take care of these poses now, or how I take care of posing out this character now, is I select the character with our lasso tool, right? We got our lasso tool, making little marching ants around. And on Clip Studio, there is a nice little function underneath. When you select something, you can make a new layer via copying. It's the one next to the transform tool, third back from the paint bucket. Click that. And now it has made a new layer via copying our character. Okay? So that has been copied. And now I can move it. I can transform it, move it wherever I want. And now that we've done that, I have a character that I can reduce the opacity of, and we can draw on top of to get our character on model every single time, right? And there we go. Why is Captain not a mod? Probably because it's the first time they've been to the stream tab. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and do that. Get this all done, because this is our character lineup, and we are going to use Boo Berry right here. We're going to start tracing so we can get a few more poses like this. These are the ones we've gotten already for our character lineup, and we're going to do a few more. Oh yes, it's a fun time. It's a nice little, like, I don't know, I want to call it like a hack, because I'm sure like many other artists do this, but it's a good thing to share, so that way, like, you know, you can get a good idea of, you know, techniques that are going to save you time. It doesn't necessarily make your job easier, but it saves you a lot of time, right? So I'm going to, so I've gotten like a kind of like a disgusted looking pose, a kind of like bored or like, oh, I can't believe I'm doing this sort of pose. I got a relaxed pose. So I think next a happy pose might be good. A happy pose might be good to come up with, okay? So the way I like to go about doing that is the first thing I usually do is I will, well, first I'll get my brush tool. That probably helps. Okay, so I will trace the head. So this involves a lot of tracing and then coming up with like an expression on the inside, right? There we go. Do something like that. Super easy. Just get that where it needs to go. Boom. See, and now we have the makings of what we need already. See, we have like a nice, when I get rid of Boo, you can see like, okay, this is a nice outline and it matches the character enough to be like, oh, they're slightly on model. I can tell what's going on. And that's the important thing, especially for rough poses like this, because these could be cleaned up later and lined and colored, all that stuff if they really need it. But you don't necessarily have to do that, especially like in a character design portfolio. People like to see like your rough sketches and ideas for a character. So this is probably where I'm going to leave this sheet for Boo Berry, because we have a finished colored concept that I might color, maybe do a turnaround. But for this particular sheet, I'm just going to leave them as rough sketches. This guy deserves happiness. Don't forget to turn your time-lapse thing back on if you still need it. You know what? That's so true. That's so true. Damn it, Devin. I'm turning it on. Thank you. Oh my God. I cannot believe. Devin, you have been my saving grace for like the past like 4 events on a Clip Studio. I am such a Clip Studio idiot sometimes, but it is definitely nice knowing that someone's got your back with the Clip Studio thing. Okay, so I want to make this character happy, so I think I'm going to start with the mouth, because the mouth can really like protrude, like it can really ruin a lot of the anatomy of this character, because we have these big eyes, right? And then like if a mouth like comes up here, well, how are you going to fit the eyes, right? you got to figure that out. So I'm going to put the mouth first and then probably figure out the eyes second. I think that'd probably be the best way to go. And I'm thinking too, what if I make him like he's got his hands locked like a loving pose or something? Don't forget to save your work. I just controlled est. Controlled est. I did it. I got myself a keyboard. That's okay. I'm learning as we go too, and it's easier to keep track of all this stuff for me since I'm not drawing and streaming and chatting all at the same time. You're acting like that's a big deal. That ain't nothing. That ain't nothing. We got it. But thank you for the help, though. I do appreciate it. I do appreciate the advice. Or the warnings, tips, whatever you want to call it. I appreciate the niceness. Oh, yeah. All right. So I'm trying to think of like a happy expression, right? And I want it to be not maniacal. Maniacal is not the way I want to go. But I definitely want like an open-mouthed expression, right? Because we have a few here now, but I want some more. I don't think I'm going to give him teeth of any kind because I feel like that'd be weird maybe for like a ghost to have teeth. I don't know how I feel about that. A ghost having teeth seems kind of funny to me, right? So we're going to go ahead and maybe this is where I want to go. I'm going to go ahead and like, you know, you can turn the layer off and on. So that way it can kind of like animate for you a bit just to see if it even feels natural for the character to do. Right? And right now that feels a bit too extreme for me. I feel like that the character would not articulate that extremely, I suppose. It seems that way to me at least. So maybe I will try to go ahead again. And you do this several times, right? You can kind of go several times. What if the mouth goes like really low? Maybe that would be a thing. The mouth would go like really low. Something like that. Ooh, that might be interesting. But see, this is all experimentation. It's all experimentation. You can go from here, go crazy, right? Maybe fake teeth? But if you drew fake teeth inside of a cartoon character's head, wouldn't they look just like normal teeth? But I'm saying that I don't want them to have teeth. at all though, Tab. I'm saying I don't think I want them to have teeth at all because I feel like adding teeth to a ghost would be weird. To me. Like, I don't know, like, see, like, that just doesn't look right to me. Like, I think I like it better when they have nothing. I think it looks more natural to me. It wouldn't be like a point like they lost their teeth or something. It's just like, oh, they're a ghost, they don't have teeth. Because reasons. I don't know. Yeah, for me, teeth, it looks a little too solid to me, I guess. Because there's already a couple solid objects. You got the bow tie, you got the hat. Do they really need 3 solid objects inside of their being, inside of the ether that is ghost? I don't think so. That's just me personally, though. But now I want, what do you call it? I want a happy face. A happy face. Which is actually, it can get pretty challenging figuring out how to do it when you're trying to fit them in a certain set of anatomy. Teeth implies you can eat things. Oh, yeah, that's actually true. And ghosts are not the best eaters. If the movie Casper has taught me anything, ghosts are not the best eaters. If they try to eat and it just falls through on the floor, and it's disgusting. You know what? I'm going to try to art along with you, Kage, but I'm still going to be here. Yes. But I might resume working on my PNG tuber model that I had before. Ooh, nice. If you, by the way, oops, I clicked something. Shouldn't have clicked it. If you want to share anything, Flanny, by the way, if you want to share anything, feel free to, I think you're already on the Discord, but if you're not, feel free to post on the Discord. Oh, yes. And I would love to check out your work. Unfortunately, YouTube doesn't allow, like, others who aren't mods to post links. I wish they did, but, like, it's like an auto thing. So, unfortunately, I can't, like, let you post links in here. If I could, I would, for sure. But, yeah, for some reason, they don't let it happen. It's something, I don't know, something with YouTube. So if you want to post it in the Discord, feel free, and I would love to check it out in the art share section or the critique me section, whatever you prefer. Oh my. Oh my. Okay, what if I go with like a squarish? Ooh, yeah, I like this one. Nice. This one I like because it has that look to me like it's like an awkward smile, not like a genuine like your boss just told a joke and you have to laugh at it and not just be like, that shit wasn't funny. No, it's like, you got it. Good joke, boss. Just don't fire me, okay? You know, that sort of thing. That paycheck's gonna clear, right? That sort of vibe. And I think that is probably as happy as this Boo would get, because I want them to be like the neurotic type character. YouTube is just mean? Yeah, that's a general rule of thumb. General rule of thumb. You shall utilize the Discord? Yes. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, I do like this a lot. I'm gonna flip it just to see. Yes, this is where I want to be with this. But now, see, our eye could be slightly problematic when it comes to the way that this is looking. I don't want it to make a tangent here, right? I don't want it to make a tangent. So I'm gonna do like some micro adjustments to make sure that there is no chance that our stuff will collide and make a weird looking tangent, because that always sucks. That always sucks. Tangents are bad. Unless you're literally meaning to do them in your artwork, tangents are usually bad. Like, there are really egregious... Ooh, that was a big word for me. Good job, Bobby. There are some really bad examples of like tangents in art, and it's like it hurts. It hurts to look at. Like, here's a good example of tangents. See, avoid tangents. See how like hard that is to like look at, like where all these little objects are like touching one another. So that you can't tell what's in front or behind, but like these are like, oh good, oh I can breathe. You know, I can breathe. Oh, thank you. It's like kind of like that. Kind of like that. The boobery strikes me as a nervous ghosty. Yes. He believe it or not, Boo Berry is not a fan of General Boobery. He's not. No screwing around. I just want to get my documents from the DMV. Thank you. That's how I died. I was waiting in the DMV, starved to death. It was a terrible time. I don't think Boo Berry would sound like that. Like, oh guys, are we gonna be okay? It's gonna be something like that. Something like that, because he is small. He is gonna be small. See, so I think like, hey guys, what are we doing over here? Or something sort of like that. Maybe like you know who would actually be a perfect voice for this character? Whoever voiced Double D in Ed, Edd n Eddy, I could picture like their voice for Double D 100% being what they use for Boo Berry. Can we make that happen? Can we hook that up? If anybody knows Bill McLaughlin, that's his name now. I don't know his actual name. But that's the name I've invented for this person. Okay, boom. The tangent thing is real. How do people not see that? Some people do it on purpose, Devin. Some people think it's like a cool look, too. I've seen that before. Like, oh, I meant to do that. It's like, oh, did you though? Ugh. He really does contain that feeling of barely contained anxious mess, and therefore doesn't speak to me so much as hollers. Like, oh, I'm fine. It's okay, guys. I feel just fine. Don't worry. Yeah, that's exactly the vibe I'm going for. I want to be a nervous ninny. A nervous ninny. All right. So now we are going ahead. And see, we are like tracing our character, but this is the hack. Just kidding. I'm the hack. I'm a hack fraud. Sorry, guys. It's a thing. Is this cheating? Absolutely not. Just by the way, there is no way this is cheating. This is something that people do all the time, and you're completely allowed to do it. Don't tell anybody I said. The only thing that I would say is, in terms of doing this, is practice safety. Meaning, like, even though I'm tracing over this, I'm still not, like, using my wrist and making little marks like this, because that is a quick way to carpal tunnel. Still, like, when you're tracing, try to use your elbow and shoulder, even if you're making tiny marks. Use your elbow and shoulder, right? So just be safe. That's all I'm saying. I care about you. I care about you. So don't hurt yourself. Don't hurt yourself. It's a bad time. Why do I sound like when I do that voice, I sound like the cowardly lion from It's a Twister. It's a Twister. It's exactly that. Put 'em up. Put 'em up. There we go. I'm just coloring in the dark mouth bits, which I don't think I've ever said that before in my life. Dark mouth bits. And I don't care if it looks scribbly because it's who cares? It's a rough sketch. A rough sketch. Yeah, see? There we go. We have a nice animated. See, it feels like it flows, right? Oh, it's like, okay, he's happy. It works. Right? But it looks like his mouth is opening. Great. That's what we wanted. Making a lot of tiny sketch marks is called petting the line. Yeah, don't do it. You got undo, be bold. Be bold. It's like, oh, it's okay, little line. It's okay. It's okay. I'm like petting my little artwork. It's like, it's okay. It's okay, lines. Don't worry about it. You know, like literally it can be attributed to like, you know, if you're at like a social gathering and you don't feel like talking to anybody. So you're just like, oh, thank God this family has, a pet at their house. So you just spend the entire time just like petting the animal as like a coping mechanism for being in a social gathering that you don't want to be at. It's literally that, but with lines, I guess. And I think we've all been there. We probably, oh my God, you have a dog? Giddy up, dog, because I'm gonna be sitting next to you for the next 4 hours. Giddy up, you know. Totally get it. I think I still want to leave. Yeah, I want to leave his eyebrows still like this. Like ha ha ha. I think that's really what makes it in this particular instance. Yeah, I like that. Oh God, I feel seen. We've all been there, Devin. We've all been there. It's like, you got a pet? I got a best friend for the next 3 hours. 100%. And you know what? You know what? Pets need the love too. So you're providing a service, Devin. Oh, come on. There we go. That's good. Yeah, see, and now we got this. Yeah, he's animating, right? And I'm kind of thinking like with the body, I kind of want to make him like shoulders up, hands back, like clasps together. Like he's in love, like, oh, look at them over there. Like that sort of thing, you know? So let's go ahead and do that. I don't know any of my neighbors' names, but their dogs all fucking love me. Okay, Devin, like, let's be honest though. Like, we all know, we all know that you got your wardrobe from the Lady Gaga section and your suit is made of meat. So, like, I'm just saying, like, we all know that, like, this is why... we all know this is why the dogs love you, okay? So, like, I feel like you're hacking the system a little bit, Devin. Just a tad. You're playing on easy mode. That's all I'm saying. You can't tell me what to wear, Bobby. I can wear certified Angus if I want to. The FDA wants to know your location. Yeah, so I want to... It's, Devin, exactly. It's Friday, booze and love. Yeah, so I want it to, like, go down here. I'm thinking like this. Except... See, like, that doesn't look extreme enough to me. So this is one of the moments where I have to, like, go from the formula. And I'm going to extend the body out, right? I want to... This shoulder, definitely I want up here. Arm shooting back. Yes, that's 100% what I want. But, you see how the body doesn't look extreme stretched enough? So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to deviate from the actual design in the back and push it a little more forward. So I'm gonna like that because I want to be like really jutting forward, really extreme. But it's still good to have the reference behind you or behind what you're drawing, so that way you can like see in real time, like, oh, okay, I can see how this would move. It's almost like you're in-betweening, or not even in-betweening. It's like you have an onion skin of a previous animation and you're animating the character and you're doing key poses. That's essentially what character designing poses is you're designing potential key poses for the character, right? That's really what it is. That's what it comes down to. Boo listens to The Cure. He's my people. Unfortunately, they couldn't find The Cure for Boo before, you know. But, yeah. He likes to think about cures a lot. And clearly Booberry had like an allergy to blueberries, and that's how it happened. He's actually afraid of blueberries, and he really hates his name. That's probably apt. I feel like that would be a very accurate representation of like what's going on. Ay. It's like, oh no, no, not the blueberries. Not the blueberries. Anything but that. Yeah, see, I'm jutting this body forward. Like that. It's pushing outward. Like that. And I want his thumb, boom, out like that. And I want the hands to clasp, which is a hard thing to do. But luckily, this character has mitten hands, meaning his index finger and the rest it's just like this, you know? So it'll be a little bit easier. I'm going to draw the thumb first, because I think when you clasp hands, you get the thumb, you get two thumbs crossing. I'm literally using myself as reference right now. This is a good tip too. Use yourself as reference as often as possible. Two thumbs crossing over, and then the fingers crossing over. Okay. So I'll probably draw the other thumb like this, I guess. And then that means our index finger will be right here. And then the other index finger will be going like that. Something like that, I think. It'd be something like that, I do believe. And now I want to know where I want to put the actual hand. Because I want the silhouette to be clear, so I kind of want to make him almost clasping his hands like this, you know? Like that, because if you don't, and I made the silhouette just kind of like that, it might be a little hard to tell what's going on. Or maybe, actually, I kind of like it. Damn it. I instantly, like, went back on myself. I was like, wait a minute, I actually like it. So maybe I will make the silhouette more like that. Yeah. And then you can have overlap of objects. It's okay to have objects overlapping. You just want to make sure, once again, to avoid tangents. Wherever possible, you want to avoid tangents, right? So maybe I'll actually decrease like the bottom lip of the mouth to just something like that. And I'll actually go over here too. Boom. I want to make sure that shoulder is coming through okay. Like that. Making it a little more bold, you know? So this is our character right now. Okay? And see, you can tell his arms like went back and clasped. And it's looking okay to me. He looks like he's in love. Oh, you know what? I just realized. Wouldn't it be fun? What if I take this? What if his eyes can show his emotion, like his pupils can show his emotion? This is me just creating lore for this character now. Not even lore. This is just me creating like stylistic choices for this character now. What if he can like show emotion like that? You know? That might be like an interesting little direction you can go, right? Something like that. I kind of like that quite a bit, actually. I love the heart pupils, the hupils, thank you. Yeah, and see, when you have something like this, why is this so loud? Stop being so loud. Stop it. Stop it right now. There you go. Yeah, I actually like that a lot too, to be honest. I am still trying to figure out how this hand would work, though. As a clasp thing. I think I might just take the other palm or the other part of the palm. Because that way it'd be easier to tell that like it's actually gripping. Although it just kind of looks like he's kind of going like this. That's kind of what you would have to do if you're doing like a normal clasp, right? Because where else is the hand gonna go? Your fingers are connected. It's a mitten situation. And then the thumb too. I could add just a bit more. I could just add a bit more, what do you call it? Looks to it. All right. Yeah, and guys, by the way, for those of you who came here and joined me from Twitch, I really do appreciate it quite a bit. Just by the way, just side tangent. It really does mean a lot because I know these streams are in a different environment, and it could feel different, and it's new and it's change. But it does really actually help me out quite a bit, and yeah, I enjoy doing these weekly streams on YouTube, and I know the vibe is like slightly different because you know, you don't get the same emotes, you don't get the same other things. But I feel like this is like a really good environment to like show. What's the thing? Like I'm putting my money where my mouth is, I think. Right? You're going to the local fair in 2 hours. Ooh, damn. That sounds ooh, wait, what's going on in the fair? I mean, what's going on at the fair? What sort of question is that? Fair things. What was I gonna say? No, but like, is there anything you're particularly excited about? Like, because I know every year there's a fair, or every year that I've gone to the fair. Anyway, there's always like that one particular like ride or event that you're excited about. For me personally, I always liked the there's this oh shit, what was it? I really like the ones that spin. Is it the Tilt-A-Whirl? It's one of those, the ones that like spin around. And you're kind of like up off the air. They're not extreme in any way, shape, or form, but it's just like a fun little spin, which should be the name of it. Fun little spin. And that's a you know, honestly, that's a pretty good name for it. When I become a carnival barker, I'll bring that one up to the team. That's a profession that still needs to exist. We need carnival barkers back, please. And over in this corner, you'll see some sights and sounds. I'll do it. I'll dress up like, what's his name from Greatest Showman? P.T. Barnum. I'll do it. And I'll just yell about how great the carnival is. Let's go. Let's do it right now. And then we got this. Boom, boom, boom. I kind of want to change the bow tie up a little bit over here and just kind of compress it in. Just like that. It's a very slight change. But I think it's a good one. Yeah. So you can see him moving, though. You can see the body jut forward, right? You can kind of see it animate, right? And that's exactly what I was going for. Exactly what I was going for. You can really see him move, especially with the hand. If I put like a couple motion lines, then you can really see it, right? I'm not going to keep those motion lines, though, because it won't make sense in the context of a pose that's not on top of another one, right? Okay. But besides that, I think we just did it. I think we're just done. I think we got it. If I'm thinking right, I think we just finished it. Boom. So there we go. We got a lovey-dovey pose. I will color this little bit into the eyeballs just to make it easier to see. But besides that, we're pretty much good, ready to go with this one. So I like that one quite a bit, and it's just another one to add to the pile of our character design sheet. And it's like, yes, we got another drawing. Okay, I'm gonna do the bow tie as well. Yeah. And there we go. He's in love. He's in love. Okay. Whoop. I'm going to select that. Move it over. Boom. And see, we got yet another pose. Yet another pose. So that's 4. That's 4 we got, right? So yeah, it's all coming together pretty cool. if I would say so myself. And then, of course, we have our original reference up here. Fun times. Fun times. And now I'm thinking the next pose I want to do. I haven't done a pose yet where, not sure. Eat some funnel cake for me. Oh, yes. Funnel cake. Oh, man. Oh, wait. Funnel cake versus elephant ears. What wins? Honestly. Funnel cake versus elephant ears. That's a hard get for me, to be honest. That's a hard compromise. I really like both. But I'm going to be honest, I think elephant ears might edge it out. Because it's a powdered sugar versus like whipped cream scenario, right? Elephant ears, hands down. Yeah, it's just, you know, I think you get more for your money too. Because let's be honest, when you're at the carnival, everything costs, it's way overpriced. I've never paid more for a lemonade in my entire life than when you go to a carnival. To be fair, they do put like an entire bag of sugar in that lemonade, so it probably costs them, you know, at least a couple dollars to make it. But you're paying like upwards of $6-7 for a glass of lemonade, right? Same goes for elephant ears versus funnel cake. And I feel like in terms of like what you're getting with your money, I feel like you get more stuff when you buy an elephant ear because it's like bigger, right? But you like funnel cake, Elizabeth? I mean, funnel cake is good. I'm not going to say no to a funnel cake. But I'm just saying elephant ears edge it out for me, to be honest. Yeah, I think, like I said, I think it's a whipped cream versus powdered sugar scenario. And I think I got to go with powdered sugar. I know it's tough. It's tough, though. It's tough out there. Hey, what's up, Miguel? How you doing, mate? Hope you're having a good one today. We are doing some character designing. Well, we're particularly character posing. We are working on Booberry, the cereal monster Booberry. If you've never heard of Booberry, this is the character right here. It's from the company General Mills. They make cereal, and every Halloween in the States, they come out with these 3 cereals, Booberry, Frankenberry, and Count Chocula. Oh, Polly, hey, what's up, dude? How you doing, mate? Hope you're having a good one. Yeah, they every year they come out with cereal monster mascots. They've been doing this since like the late 70s, maybe? Something like that. And every year they come out, they're, you know, the cereal's great. Booberry is my favorite. And I always thought it would be fun if these characters had their own, like, Cartoon Network, like, esque TV show, right? Like, where they're, like, I don't know, like an odd couple or something. Something along those lines, right? So I was like, okay, I want to design Frankenberry. We already designed Frankenberry. We got him. He's done. He's locked, right? And yesterday we finished the design for Booberry, right? So we got the one that I really like a lot. So now I'm going to go ahead and now we're going ahead and drawing different poses for Booberry, really trying to nail him down and just have fun with him. So we got 4 poses so far and I want to do some more. You loved Count Chocula, Miguel? Me personally, I've always been a Booberry guy. Count Chocula. Okay, I think this is what it is though. Okay. I think it's because you can get chocolate cereal any day of the year. Blueberry flavored cereal is hard to come by outside of Booberry, right? It's pretty hard to come by, really. Like I can't even think of another cereal that tastes like Booberry that you can get any time of the year, right? I'm a Chocula kid too, but I love all the characters. See, I'm a Booberry guy. I don't know. But you know what? They're all good. I think we can all agree, though, that Frankenberry is probably our least favorite. I think we're all in that camp. It seems that way anyway. The characters look exceptional. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. It means a lot. I'm always trying to look for a new personal project, right? That's really what it comes down to, is like, the longer I go without having a studio gig, the more projects come down the pipeline because I'm not, you know, I'm freelance most of the time, outside, because if I'm not going to like some 9-to-5 art job, well, guess what? I'm going to be doing personal projects outside of my freelance life, right? And that is, I mean, I guess that's really what you're advised to do. That's what you're advised to do most of the time. And I just honestly enjoy doing it. Exploring like, different concepts. We're like, oh, what, you're basically creating a multiverse for yourself in a way. Because it's like, oh, what if this show existed based on this existing thing? And yeah, it's like you're creating a nice what if scenario, but you're making it more solid than just like thinking about it, right? Bobby, I'm a dinosaur from the 80s, and when I was a kid, you could get all 3 and 4 briefly cereals all year round. What? That is no. I'm retroactively angry because I want that to still be a thing. That is some BS. Have you checked out Friendon's brushes? A lot of them are wonderful. Yes, Friendon is a good friend of mine, actually. Yes. I meant what I said and I said what I meant. Friendon is a good friend in You Got a Friend in Me. Yes, this is actually one of Friendon's brushes. This is called the Leaky Lauren. I love it. I love it. I use a lot of Friendon's brushes to the point where I would say, but how are you doing today, Shanadis? Hope you're having a good one, by the way. Yeah, I would say that when you get Clip Studio, Friendon's brushes should almost be standardized with Clip Studio. Like, if you get Clip, just immediately go get Friendon's brushes. There's so many. There's like 800 brushes in his pack. You're gonna find something that works for you, and most, if not all of them, are better than the Clip Studio defaults. There are a few Clip Studio defaults that are standouts. I will give you that. The textured pen is a really good Clip Studio default, I would say, if I make it a reasonable size. The textured pen is a good Clip Studio default, as well as the I really also like the gouache brushes from the Clip Studio defaults, right? These two, the gouache and the dry gouache, very good. But that's 3 brushes out of versus 800. They're 3 brushes versus 800. So, you know, they never stood a chance. They never stood a chance, right? Hey, what's up, Vegeta? How you doing, mate? Hope you're having a good Vegeta-y day. It's good to see you. Good to see you. And Friendon's brushes are cheap. They are, what's the word? They're so cheap, I like feel bad not spending more on them. You know what I mean? Yeah, Brendan's brushes are so low priced, you feel bad because you're getting such a value for what you're spending. You almost feel bad with how little you have to pay. And they are so worth it. Just do it. Just go get them. Oh, Chanry. Oh, okay. Chan, I'll call you Chan. Yeah, that probably works a lot better. I'm doing well. I'm more of the natural. Wait, which brush is that? Natural? Dry RNP. Ooh, okay. Is that one of the inking brushes? I have not had time to explore all the brushes, but I definitely want to give that a shot because I do have the inkers right up here. Natural. Narrow nils. Ooh, this is going to be... Okay. I bought them full price and feel like I didn't pay enough, and the dude puts them on sale often. Devin, you're absolutely right. If you follow Friendon, especially on Twitter, that's where most of the updates seem to go. If you go on Twitter, follow Friendon, like once every couple months, those brushes go on sale, and they're all killer. Just absolutely go get them. Just do it right now. Oh, it's part of the original? Okay. Let's see. It's called the Natural. Okay. I gotta look. Ooh, you know what? Maybe I can't find it. I'm not sure anymore. I know, like, because, like, I moved these in and they're all kind of like, what do you call it? I'll probably just end up looking later because this is from the pack. So I'm not sure exactly where it would be in terms of all this stuff because I downloaded all of them, but I don't know. It's really hard to sift through the brushes sometimes. The options are damn near endless. That's all I'm saying. And it's great. But yeah, I'm a Leaky Lauren guy. I really like the rough textured brushes because I came from the Photoshop side of things where like textures are really easy to come by. And if I had any criticism of Clip Studio, my main criticism of Clip Studio would be is playing with textures is a lot easier in an app like Photoshop. It handles it a little bit better, but when you get an awesome brush set like Friendon's, like he's already figured that part out for you, right? You had a decent day, Vegeta? That's good. That's good. I'm glad to have you here, dude. Glad to have you here. Oh, yes. Let's keep this going. I'm wondering what expression I want to do next. We have like a kind of like, whatever. A scared one, in love, and we have like a relaxed one. So maybe a, ooh, I'm not sure yet. You came from the Photoshop and Krita side too, so you understand textures are fun? Yes, textures are so fun. That's why I was actually pretty impressed with the gouache brushes in Clip, because before the gouache brushes came out, even like with their oil brushes and stuff, I was like, you can just like tell the texture is repeating so much. And it's like, I don't like it. And then the gouache brushes came out with like a couple updates ago, and I was like, wow, you Clip, you're not the same Clip I remember. Look, you're just working your little heart out, aren't you? So yeah, definitely they are definitely improving, and I think it came with the update that allowed for Photoshop brush importing, because they must have updated their brush engine to include more textures or something. But it's great. I love it. And this is me working on the iPad Clip Studio. This isn't me even me on the desktop version. This is the iPad version, and I'm having a great time, you know? So it's good. It's good. So I was thinking, ooh, you know what would be good? Like a disgusted, like really like disgusted face. Like maybe where the eyes are like up here. Like really bad, right? Like that. Maybe. I think I kind of already have that with this pose though. I think I kind of already have that with this pose. What about a... Oh, I have one. Maybe where like the eyes are like this. He's like, really? Yeah, like, really? And I'll do like an arm pose with it too, you know, to really get that point across. I think that's what I'll do. What do I think of Blender? I think so highly of Blender, I've never even used it, Vegeta. That's how highly I think of it. I respect Blender so much, I completely avoid it. But no, for real, I'm just not a 3D guy. I mean, I am a 3D like guy, but I mean, I'm not, you know, I am not a 3D modeler. I'm really not. I don't have that sort of analytical mind where I just like, oh, 3D, awesome. But that being said, Blender is an amazing piece of open source software, and it's getting so good that it can pretty much compete with like AAA software now. And people can make like indie games and just stuff that's absolutely mind-blowing for no money if they really wanted to, you know, completely for free. You just got to put in the time and effort, right? I use the iPad too. I've been mini lurking around when you drew in Artstudio. Ooh, okay, Chan, I got you. Yeah, I still do like Artstudio. Don't get me wrong. I still like Artstudio a lot, but there are certain features that exist in Clip that aren't in Artstudio yet. But I have talked with Lucky Clan, and they are going to be adding some new improvements to Artstudio in the very near future. I believe the new beta I'm actually getting today, if I'm not mistaken. So let me give you a little preview of what's coming in Artstudio. Okay, what they're planning on anyway. Quick shapes, that's a big one. Quick shapes, nice. Another one is vector tools. So like a vector pen tool. Yes, let's go. Giddy up. And my personal one that I'm excited for the most, animation. That is the one I'm really excited for. I think Bobby and I are in the same pro 2D camp. Yes. I mean, 3D definitely has its place, but I'm definitely more on the 2D side of things. Some people aren't into Blender and all that, but you can create awesome things with it, Vegeta. I can't deny that. You really can't deny that. 3D modeling is so amazing, and I'm in awe of the people that do it, but I took a modeling class in college, and most of what I learned was that it's not for me. Can relate. I remember a few years ago, my uncle bought Maya, and he let me like play around with it a little bit. No. That was like my conclusion. I spent like an hour on Maya just like trying to navigate menus. I was like, nope, not for me. I've seen Blender and I don't know. I feel like I want to learn it a tiny bit just for fun. Vegeta, like I said, you can make awesome things with it. So if you think that like it'll be worthwhile for you to go ahead and do that, do it. Because it won't only be a valuable thing for you personally, but like 3D is a sought after thing when it comes to being able to work in like an animation or game pipeline, you know? Even if you're not working in a particular job that requires you to make 3D models, knowledge of the software can definitely get you a leg up, you know? Because that way you at least know what you're talking about. Where someone like me, I wouldn't, you know? You do love Artstudio Pro, but you got to go between Artstudio and Clip Studio. I completely understand. The number one thing that I would give to Artstudio over Clip right now is optimization for the iPad environment, because there's like zero lag in the biggest document I've ever made in Artstudio, but in Clip Studio, yeah, you make a pretty big brush, you're going to get a lot of lag. So it is a back and forth. I remember when Blender first came out and how it was a whole different thing. They've improved so much, and it's free, and it's always been free, which is amazing. Bobby's totally right, Vegeta. It's totally worth your time to check it out, especially for the price, which is 0. A big fat 0. Okay, let's go ahead and I want to make his eyes down here. Boom. That's probably good. I'm going to make the eyes like that, probably. I don't know if I want to give him like the single line for the eyes. I kind of like the single line look though, for like the eyebrow or the eyelashes or eyelids going across. I kind of like the single line look. It adds something for me. Like it's clearly the expression you're going for. You're not like hiding it at all. It's just like, yep, that's the graphic shape I'm going with. I think I might like that. I like that quite a bit. It's worth the time, absolutely. I do one thing in Artstudio, and maybe it's weird to say. You remove string and add in stabilizer. Now that can be good. I do not mind since Artstudio Pro runs well, but not gonna lie, I am bad with inking. Oh, I know what you're talking about. The rope stabilizer. That's what you're talking about, where it's like your brush and then there's like the thing, and it's like it pulls your line. I totally get what you mean. Yeah. Which I think is pretty cool. I don't use the rope stabilizer very often. I'm more of a fan of the spring stabilizer, the more classic stabilizer like they have in Clip. So me moving from Clip to Artstudio isn't really that big of a deal, but I have used the rope stabilizer from time to time, and it is very useful in very specific scenarios for me. But yeah, I could definitely see why, like, I do wish that Clip would include that, for sure. Because, like, I feel like it wouldn't even be that hard for them to add. Like let's be real. Oh, but good news, though. By the way, speaking of, like, art programs getting updates and changing, Procreate is going to be getting a stabilizer update with Procreate 5.2. So say goodbye to awkward streamlining all the time. They're actually going to be adding a classic stabilizer. You can still use Streamline if you like it, but me, that's one of the main reasons I never used Procreate, is because I don't like their stabilization. I feel like Streamline really only suits itself for lettering and things like that, and then outside of that, you're not getting much positive use. So like you're not going to be able to do solid inking with it, in my opinion. But now they're going to be adding, finally, normal stabilization. So I'm very happy about that. Procreate's going to get it? Yes. Yep. I've been following in the forums for like a couple years now, a gigantic thread with like over 100,000 like posts in it, where it's like, can we please get a normal stabilizer? And finally Savage listened. It's in development. Think, my dear Swedish heart can't handle this. It's like, yes, so much stabilization. So we're going to be so stable. Oh, thank you, finally. Yeah. It's been years. And I'm so happy that's finally happening. Yeah, this Booberry is just so done with everyone's shit. We're like, what? Like, are you fucking kidding me? You're really gonna make me clean that up or something like that. I like it. I enjoy Booberry, who's done with everyone's crap. Makes me pretty happy, actually. Let's go ahead and get a bow tie. I'll not be talking about my bow tie. There we go. And for the expression, this boo is totally my boo. Always be my boo. Oh, damn it. Oh, Devin, I'm gonna have that song stuck in my head all day now. It started when we were younger, you were mine. Now we're gonna have a copyright strike for my shitty rendition of that song for 2 seconds. That's it, copyright strike. Oh, by the way, because I didn't have the chance to do this earlier because my mind took too long to think about it, but Chan, it's very convenient that you're Swedish because if your heart falls apart, you can just, you know, assemble it yourself. I just hope you kept the instructions. I have no idea what that song is, so I have no sympathy. You don't know my boo? It's such a good song, though. Oh my god. And it's like totally 90s. Oh my god. I think it was Usher? Looking it up. It was Usher and Alicia Keys. It is like one of the most R&B-tastic songs of the late 90s, early 2000s. He's Swedish. Man is Viking. I would like to be a Viking who just exclusively goes on hikes, so that way all my social media handles could be the Hiking Viking. But anyway, by IKEA stuff, yes. Heart built by IKEA. Heart built by IKEA. Okay, I do kind of like this, and it was a visual thing I set up in Frank as well. I do kind of like the, when the eyebrows are down, it's like it's just a very clear, like, cut line. Maybe. You're a she, yes. And that's still, either way, no matter the gender, hearts require assembly. And that's a promise. Why does that sound like that sounds like an album that would be made by like a concept band or whatever you'd call it. Like it'd be like a concept album, like Swedish Hearts Require Assembly. I feel like who would be like I feel like who's a good Swedish band I know? Freak Kitchen? I feel like they would come out with a album titled that. If you've never by the way, guys, if you've never seen the music video by Freak Kitchen called Freak of the Week, it's so good. It's a completely 2D animated. I can show you a little bit of it, but I unfortunately cannot play any audio. But I'll show you a little bit of the look. It's so cool. The band is called Freak Kitchen. They are from Sweden, and it's so cool. It's so cool. I unfortunately can't show any audio, but you'll get the idea. Yeah, super cool. Look at that. Isn't that awesome, dude? This came out in 2014. But and the song is pretty kick-ass. The song is pretty kick-ass as well. Like let's be real. But like, yeah, super cool stuff. Like I'm not sure if they rotoscoped anything or if it's like a different way, but like still, it looks so awesome. So awesome. So if you want to watch that, feel free. I'll post the link in chat as well. There you go. Oh yes, but it's super cool. You love that song? It's so cool, right? You have In Flames too? Yes, In Flames and who's another one? Oh man, there's actually so many good Swedish bands. Oh, I'm trying to think of, oh no, why can't I think of oh my god, I can't think of the name. It starts with an A. Shit. It's been a long time since I've listened to them too. It's okay. Anyway. Nothing looks as good to me as Frame by Frame. It looks good. It's what, especially when it's rough animation. So nice. The Knife. Is that a band? That sounds like a sick-ass band name if it is. Yeah, I'm not sure if I want to keep the eyes completely round, because, like, on here, I made them go up, and I like that. I'm just not sure how I want to handle it here. I think it's because this eye is a little, like, cattywampus. I think I might actually start over on the eyeball. On the eyeballs. Part of me wants them to be lower, I think. Yeah, and I think I want this part to be a little more friendly to the perspective when it's down. So it'll make a little more sense that way. One of these will, anyway. That might be better for us. That might be better for us. I'm not sure yet. Not sure yet. Fun fact, the English days are named after the Germanic or Viking gods. I'm not sure which. Thursday is Thor's Day, and so on. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. What a heavy day the Thor's Day is. Can't even lift it. If you haven't seen Rock and Rule, I can't recommend it enough. No, I've never heard of Rock and Rule. What is that? I'm looking that up. Okay, I'm getting the synopsis. Rock and Rule, known as Ring of Power outside of North America, is a 1983 Canadian animated musical science fantasy film featuring the voices of Don Franks, Greg Salata, and Susan Roman. It was produced and directed by Michael Hirsch, Patrick Lobert, and Clive A. Smith, with John Halfpenny, that's not a real name, Patrick Laubert, and Peter Sauder as the helm of its screenplay. Okay. Okay. Why does that guy look like Lupin the Third, though? Guy looks like Lupin the Third. But anyway. Friday is Freya's Day. Freya. Ooh, okay. Did I get it? Did I finally get the bug that's been hovering around my face? I don't know. But yeah, I'm kind of liking where we are with this, but I do really want to get the eyes a bit more expressive. The eyes a bit more expressive, because they're getting to me right now, to be honest. I want them to be a bit more nice. It's an okay movie, but I would say you might like it. I mean, if it has anything to do with like mindless rock and roll fantasies, I'll probably enjoy it. As a guy who likes the movie Hack-O-Lantern, it's probably really hard to disappoint me. If you've never seen the movie Hack-O-Lantern, it's one of the most ridiculous Halloween movies you'll ever watch, but it also feels incredibly appropriate to watch on Halloween, so I highly recommend it. Because it's just completely ridiculous. It's just, yeah, I can't even say anything other than it's just completely ridiculous. Boom? Maybe that's more like it. Oh, there we go. Okay, I like that now. That looks more appropriate. That's where I wanted to go with that. It's hard to disappoint you. Watch Dragon Ball Evolution. Vegeta, we don't talk about that movie here. Okay. Actually, I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't. Why are you making up movie titles that don't exist? Vegeta, get out of here. Don't do that. Don't just come in here and make up movie titles for movies that never existed. It has the music from Cheap Trick, Blondie, Iggy Pop, and Lou Reed, and involves a post-apocalyptic world of rat people and rock legend who tries to use song to summon the devil. You know, this almost sounds like the Tenacious D movie, The Pick of Destiny, but like probably a little more serious. I am a big fan of Cheap Trick and Iggy Pop. I haven't listened to much Blondie or Lou Reed except for like what he did with Metallica, and you know what a dumpster fire that was. That's about all I know of Lou Reed. I know he was in, what was he in, like the Velvet Underground? He was in some bands, I know, big band back in the day, but he did, I don't know, he did something to garner like really negative attention, but I'm not really sure what it was. And I know he is not looked upon very lovingly in the community a lot of the time. I'm not sure for what reason though. I've never really been interested enough to look it up, to be honest. But if you know, let me know. He was in the Velvet Underground. Okay. Yeah, but didn't he like do something that was like super like bad in his life and like people hate him for it or something? Besides the thing he did with Metallica, which was just bad. Someone said they wanted to force me to watch Death Note, the anime. Death Note is great. I said then I will force you to watch the live action version of it, the American version. Oh no, Chan, but like Death Note is good. The original, like the anime is great, but oh, the movie. Why would you want to subject yourself to that? I feel like that's a double-edged sword. Like you're going to be stabbing them, but also yourself at the same time. Just don't. It's all bad. I hadn't heard of anything he did that was regrettable. Okay. Which is really funny because like, I don't know. I remember watching like some Rock and Roll Hall of Fame thing like years ago, and he was one of the guests, and like people like booed him. But he didn't even like play anything. He just like showed up and got booed. It was very weird. Very weird. Maybe it was after the Metallica thing. I don't know. The only thing I remember from the Metallica thing too was I am the table. I am the table. And that was like someone made an entire like 5-minute long song from that. I just close my eyes. You still have to hear Light's character whine though. The entire time. They made Light such a I don't know. They made him such like a wimp who's not even smart. It's just like completely out of character. Okay, I'm wondering where I want to go in terms of the where I want to. You know, what if I give him like a coffee cup? Because I feel like that'd be just a funny thing for this character to have. He's like in his office setting for like whatever reason. Let's give him a coffee cup. How do you hold a coffee cup? Like this. Why don't I just look up someone holding a coffee cup? I'm being so stupid about this. Holding coffee cup. There we go. Hipster Boo. Who? It's really hard to say words with no syllables. Oh my god, look at this guy. I don't know why this makes me so happy. I drink coffee like you, normal human. I am also a normal human. I don't know. It just gives me like creeped out vibes. Yeah, I need like the good single finger hold on that coffee cup. Need that good single finger hold on the coffee. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. What is the coffee cup guy holding a coffee cup? Is that the guy from, is that Evangelion? I think it is. Anyway. Weird times. Ooh, that's an even better one. That's like exactly what I was looking for. Sick. Nice. We got a good reference now. Which we pretty much like got in here. I just need to correct that thumb a little bit, I think. I just want to make it as good as possible. Okay. I'm gonna round out the thumb too. I think I may have made the hand a little too big too. I was gonna shrink it down. More like that probably. I just want to jut that thumb out. Yeah, something like that. Oh, yes. Don't wake me till I've had my coffee. I'm like a vengeful spirit in the morning. Hey, what is up? What is up, How you doing, mate? Hope you're having a good one. Hi, Bobby. Bye, Bobby. It was nice having you here. It was nice having you here. Do you guys also think that anime was made with in the past is better than recently made ones? I feel like they don't make anime as good as they used to. Honestly, for me, Vegeta, I just feel like it's a matter of trends and style changing. So some people prefer the old stuff, some people prefer the new stuff. But I mean, I feel like for a lot of animes, they've maintained their integrity. There's still quite a few good animes out there. I mean, people love My Hero Academia. Oh my God, which I know is ending pretty soon, right? Isn't it? If I'm not mistaken. But I mean, I know people love that, and that's like basically the same sort of idea as like your Naruto or anything. And I mean, One Piece is still going on, and it doesn't look like it's stopping anytime soon. So you know, it's all the same shit. In all honesty, like it all depends on the quality of the story. And there's a lot of good animes that are still out there. And honestly, like animation in terms of 2D is also like still really good. Still really good. Let's be real. What's up, Alex? How you doing, mate? Maybe him having a newspaper under his arm. Ooh, I never thought of the newspaper thing, to be honest. That's pretty good, actually. How would I put that? I think I'd put his arm up like this. Probably like that. Don't talk to me till I've had my coffee. Yeah, that sort of thing. I like that, actually. It's a solid idea. Yeah, that's pretty good. I like that. Thank you for that good suggestion. You're going to be right back? Okay. Be right back. I'm going to watch the Netflix Death Note. Okay. I want to go ahead and draw our coffee cup. And I'm using this as reference, by the way. See that one? The big one? That one really helps a lot. Ooh, maybe I should make like the cup like huge. Like you could just be gripping that handle. Like it could be a really big cup. That might be good, actually. I think I might make the cup like really big. It'd be a good like visual gag, if anything, right? And it'd make it like really obvious. It would make him look smaller, which is also good because he's supposed to be kind of small. A little feeble. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, something like that. Oh, you know what? I like... Okay, wait a minute. I have an idea to make this a visual gag. Okay. I got it. Pint-sized boo, court-sized coffee. I like it. Yes, courtside. Courtside coffee. Yeah, I have an idea for a visual gag on this. You'll see in a second. It's got to be a surprise. I just want to make the cup actually cup enough looking. Are you cup enough? Yeah, so it's going to say number 1. But this will say, it'll have a thing with like a red marker maybe. There we go. There we go. Something like that. Something like that. So it said like number 1 ant, but they put an H on it for number 1 haunt. Okay. Not bad. Good enough. Good enough for right now. Okay. It's not bad. It's not bad. I've definitely made worse jokes in my life. Okay. Let's get that newspaper. Rolled up newspaper. I need that as well. Boom. Let's see. Rolled up newspaper. Where's a good angle? I need a good angle for the newspaper. Ooh, that's a good one. That's a good one. I like that one. Ooh, even better. You get the full, that one. Full view. Full view. Oh, yes. There we go, not bad. And obviously just fake articles, whatever. There we go, not bad. Part of me wants to make him facing like the other way too. I'm not sure yet. Like down maybe? Maybe something like that. Not sure yet. Speaking of rolled up things, I'm gonna go eat my burrito, but I'll be back for a bit more boo. All right. Yeah, we're gonna be here for about another like 15-ish minutes, just enough until we finish this basically, and then we go and be outie. Okay. But we started, and I'm doing time lapse, which will be available up on the Patreon later today after the stream. Along with, you know, the full resolution version of this. You can see where I currently am sitting with it. If you want to watch like a more quickened version of what we're doing here, it will be up on the Patreon later today. Oh, yes. Yeah, I do kind of want to throw his back a little bit. I want to throw his back out. By the way, I followed you on Twitter, but right now I need to get myself something to eat. I love the stream. Well, thank you so much for stopping out, Chan. I really do appreciate it. And we're going to be heading out. Oh, just by the way, just so you know, if we are, what am I saying? We are going to be here next Friday as well. We stream every Friday here starting at 11 a.m. Pacific on the YouTubes. And we also stream on Twitch, on twitch.tv/kagebonito on Monday through Thursday as well. Also starting at 11 a.m. Pacific time. So join us over there as well if you have not yet. If Twitch is your thing, of course. I will catch you on Twitch on Monday. Loving what you've done today. Oh, thank you so much. I appreciate that. I really do. I really, really do. It means a lot. So I'm just going ahead and trying to get a boy right here. So I'm going to have that, what do you call it? The I'm so done with everything sort of vibe, right? Probably something along these lines, but now see I'm creating a problem with the body where his arms aren't making much sense. So you gotta really be careful. You gotta be careful and also take a lot of risks. It's a strange combination of the two, right? Would love to come back to the streams. Take it easy. Thank you so much, Chan. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I really do appreciate it. She's a new viewer. Yes, Alex. It would appear so. It would appear so. They said that they have been like following on here for a while though, so maybe new to the stream, if anything, or lurking, not lurking, I suppose. But yes, All right, let's go ahead and get... I really... Ooh, we may have gotten it on this one. That may have done it. Part of me kind of wants to angle the back still, though. I don't think I mind that. But also part of me is like, oh, they wouldn't make much sense for them with the newspaper now. Okay, so another idea. What if I just arch the back? So you gotta, like I said, it's a combination of taking risks and also being careful. I know it's kind of strange to think about, but it really is. Yeah, because now the newspaper isn't making much sense. But I like the way it looks, so maybe we should just stick with the classic here. Maybe I was wrong and should have just kept it the way it was. Because, yeah, I actually kind of, like, I really like the position that the newspaper was in. I don't want to, compromise that, I suppose. Because it gets the visual gag, like, almost immediately. The silhouette is clear enough. Yeah, I really like that quite a bit. I really like that quite a bit, to be honest. I think it looks pretty good. And now let's see. Let's go back and forth. Let's get rid of this. Yeah, I like that a lot. Let's go ahead. Boom. Get that as best we can right up there. Really, I'm going to put some contrast around the newspaper, like thicker lines. Just so we can tell, like, oh yeah, that is... Because silhouettes aren't always about, like, the entire thing. Sometimes you can make a silhouette out of objects within objects as well. Obviously, don't go too crazy with it, but you can. But right now, that's working pretty well for me. I like. I think it makes visual sense. You can tell what's going on. Part of me kind of wants to make this a little bit thicker right here, too. Just a little bit. Just to fit in between here. Not bad. Not bad. It's looking okay to me. And now I can really go ahead and make the hand in here nice and round. So you can really tell that that's his palm. Or his like set of like together mitteny fingers. Yeah. And that is looking pretty dang good to me. That's looking pretty dang good to me, if I do say so myself. I do like that quite a bit. And that being said, guys, we have got a lovely set of poses for our character. Look at that. Like, I don't want to say it was the easiest thing in the world, but our technique of doing it is actually is way easier than like trying to draw the character over and over again. Drawing the character over and over again when it comes to like getting them on model, you can do this, have like an onion skin behind your character essentially, and not have to worry about getting the proportions exactly right every single time with like guidelines and stuff, because your guidelines are already there for you with the opaque version of your character behind itself. And I think that's my favorite way of going about figuring out new poses for a character. Even when you're changing the positioning of the character and stuff, it really, it's a really good visual aid, and it can really help you increase the speed at which you do your work, right? And I think we have a good amount of stuff to work with here. We have a good amount of stuff to work with. We have 5 poses that have all been done. Let me increase the opacity of our friend here. Where are you? There you are. And there we go. See, we have our nice stuff right here. Let me save this document and we are good. We've gotten 5 poses. And like I said, guys, these poses will be available on Patreon. You'll be able to get a good view of them. I'll be posting them immediately after the stream is over. Immediately after the stream is over, you can head on over to Patreon. All you gotta do is subscribe to like the $1 tier. There's a bunch of things on the, not to advertise myself too much, but yay, capitalism, right? You get brushes for Photoshop, Artstudio, and Procreate. We have 3 different brush packs for, not Photoshop, sorry, Clip Studio, Artstudio, and Procreate. We have those 3 in there, right? And yeah, it's just a fun time. And you can get all these high-res images that we always post, time lapses, anything I come up with that I may not even be posting on social media, you get over here on the Patreon. So it is a really fun time. And I highly recommend going to check it out if you're into that sort of thing. And you will be able to see all the stuff we got going on in Patreon land. All right, including this. It'll be a fun time. But guys, thank you so much for watching me today. We are actually going to head out. We have reached basically our 2-hour limit for Fridays over here. And it was a super fun time. Thank you so much for watching me. And we are going to be on Twitch on Monday starting at 11 a.m. Pacific. 11 a.m. Pacific, and it's a super fun time. It will be a super fun time over there. His hair doesn't want to move. Maybe his hair is a living thing that sticks to his head. Maybe they died in a hair curling accident, Alex. One of those classic blueberry / hair curling accidents. Maybe it's something like that. But guys, thank you so much for watching me today. I really do appreciate it. If you don't follow me yet on all my social media, feel free to go do that. The link is below, and also follow me on Discord. If you don't do that already, join our server. We are going to be watching Friday the 13th, Part 6 for a movie night at 2 p.m. Pacific next Friday to celebrate reaching 2,000 subs over on Twitch. So join me over there if you want to do that sort of thing. Want to have, watch movies, be fun, have all parts of the community, do all that sort of stuff. You know the deal. But thank you so much for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it, and I will see you on Monday on Twitch. And if you don't watch me on Twitch, I will also be here next Friday to have fun with you guys and work on various things during that time, all right? It was great to be here, and I'll see you on Monday or Friday, whichever you prefer. Bye, guys.